Hello, everyone. Welcome back. And I just want to volunteer some information, right? And if you're familiar with my channel, welcome. Happy to have you. And if you're new, welcome. Happy to have you. So I know everybody's talking about mental health, so I want to volunteer some information since I've, been in therapy for 12 years, family therapy with my son for 14, and anger management for 2. So let me tell you some of the things I've learned. Some of the things I've learned is that in order to forgive others, you have to first forgive yourself. Forgive yourself first, and then you can forgive others. The next blueprint I would like to volunteer is that forgiveness might be a daily thing. Forgiveness might also happen a couple of times a day. It might happen a couple of times a week. It might happen a couple of times a month. It just depends on how often you are interacting with this person or these people, or how long you dealt with that situation. I just want to volunteer that because I understand the importance of mental health, and everybody has their vice, and sometimes people self-medicate, and sometimes the vices compete with your bills and your responsibilities, right? I also want to volunteer that what it means that God said, if you take one step, I'll take two. And when someone shows you who they are, believe them. The reason why I believe in therapy so much is because I know that it works, right? I know the importance of therapy is because God judges us based on our heart. So when we go through things, He doesn't want it to change your character. If you're a good person, continue to be a good person. Just don't be a doormat. Have a backbone. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all, right? But don't ever be a people pleaser and keep on pouring into people or to others who are constantly not pouring into you, right? And so this is a messy video. So that was the warm-up. So welcome to the Shantae Nicole podcast, right? And if you're familiar with any of my videos that talk about the crazy co-worker at the workplace, monitoring spirits, things of that nature. So today's date is Saturday, August 9th of 2025. I have not talked to this person since May of 2004, right? There's been at least 11 complaints, some to management, some to HR. This person instigates a lot of stuff. And this is the importance of therapy. Even bad people want to hang and enjoy the company of good people. A person who is nice to you is only nice to you. And you've probably heard or seen them mistreat others. A person who is a good person is good to everyone. And this is the importance of, going to therapy and doing the inner work, right? Because it's important to be able to attract, grow, and maintain relationships. All relationships are important. And the reason why a lot of romantic relationships fail, 1, people are not compatible. 2, God didn't send you that person. And 3, it could be the right person but wrong time, because if you come and you just start projecting all of this negative stuff onto this person who has nothing to do with the childhood, nothing to do with the adult issues, nothing to do with anything that has nothing to do with work or this particular situation, then a healed person does not have the capacity to deal with that. And this is why I'm making the video. People say don't go to HR. I think that you have to go to HR, because if you don't go to HR, then they could always say they didn't know. It's that simple. Well, you didn't say anything. Well, I said something. It's been 11 complaints. You can't act like you don't know. This person is a monitoring spirit. And so you don't get mad at the devil for doing his job. The devil needs a body, right? This is spiritual. So he cannot physically touch you. He has to enter someone, right? You're either against the problem or you're a part of it. And so you either work for Jesus or you work for Satan. But you can't serve two gods at the same time. And so this person is so toxic that they said, well, I don't think that you come through a certain entrance because you want to avoid me. I said, no, I don't go through that entrance because I can't get inside because you have a key and I don't, and you're not considerate enough to let people in. So I go the opposite direction, right? And so what's ever done in the dark will eventually come to light, because this person was caught in a lie today, Saturday, August 9th of 2025. So they see me. I see them. They see me, see them, see me. You understand? And so they unlock the door for themselves, shut the door on me. I don't know that the door is locked. I'm thinking if I see you use the key to unlock the door, I'm thinking the door must be unlocked. So they go sit down, clock in. So I try to open the door is locked. Okay, fine. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I know what this is, but I'm going to knock on the window just to prove that I know that this is intentional. So I knock on the window. They look back at me like, oh well. Keep in mind, I have not talked to this person since May of 2004, and this is August 9th of 2025, right? But this person likes to keep drama. So they just sit down, ignore me, right? So what's ever done in the dark will eventually come to light. So 3 other coworkers show up. They're like, hey, why are you standing outside? Why aren't you going inside? I tell another coworker, hey, can you knock on the window? Because they know I'm out here, but maybe they'll open the door for you. Now, here's how the devil works. His job is to kill, steal, and destroy. But whatever's done in the dark will eventually come to light. So they see that the coworker that they're cool with, and then they act like they need a key to open up the door. Now, this is why I love Jesus Christ. Because you don't need a key to open up the door. You can push open the door. Now, this person's been with the company for 3 years. So we know that, right? And so the problem with toxic people at the workplace is that management doesn't have to deal with that toxic person. So it's a lot of toxic people who will be very intentional about sucking up to management, kissing up to management, mistreating people who are newer than them, right, and try to push their weight around, because your co-workers and customers see 100% who you are. But management might hear about it, but because they keep on sucking up to management and act one way around management, management doesn't have to deal with them, so it's kind of out of sight, out of mind. But you don't need a key to let me in. You can push open the door. So the fact that you intentionally did not push open the door and act like you needed a key, that's the problem. And that's why what's ever done in the dark will eventually come to light. I'm giving you the blueprint. That's why it's good to have a sober mind, because even though you're half asleep and you're starting your day and you haven't had your coffee yet, you can still be quick on your feet, because you got to be quick, because common sense isn't always common. So the fact that they would even bring a key in, oh, it wasn't intentional, and oh, I didn't have a key. Stop playing with me. You could push open that door. You intentionally saw me. You intentionally sat down. You purposely didn't let me in. But now you just look like the person you really are. So I wanted to make this video because you have to know who you are so no one can define you. See, when I haven't talked to this person since May of 2024, people are like, oh, you're overthinking it. It's not that serious. You know, eventually you should talk to this person. No, because some people are so toxic that it takes two people to argue. And see, if I give them an inch, they'll take a mile. If they could inhale the air I'm exhaling, they would. So that's the blueprint. What's understood doesn't need to be explained. Why is this person not being held accountable? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out who they're related to, because this is crazy. But the problem is that you have to make sure you're going the same direction. This person is all about self. They're very self-centered and self-absorbed. And so they don't care about others. They are not a team player. Even if you disagree with people sometimes, because nobody's 10 out of 10, you have to be headed the same direction, right? As long as you're going the same direction, it doesn't matter where your starting point is. It just matters that we're both going the same direction. Every single person understands, what do we need to do as a team to get the result that we are looking for as a team? Because it's going to take a team to get us to where we're trying to go. But I hope and pray that this message has been a blessing to you. Jesus Christ really does love you. He only wants the best for you. My name is Shante Nicole. God bless you. Bye-bye.